Morning YouTube, CGL's New Jersey Collectibles here, and Dad and I are on our way to the flea market this morning. We're getting up a little bit earlier than usual and hoping to find some cool stuff, so we'll see you when we get there. Good morning. How are you?
How you doing?
What's going on? Same old.
I'm afraid to set up my baseball cards. Everything's gonna fly away.
I know, it's colder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, this is the new box, and yeah, the front of that one. Yeah, a lot of stuff for you. Casper, How you guys doing? Did you go to Big Apple or no?
I wasn't at Big Apple, no, because we went to a toy convention the same day in Wayne.
Show?
Yeah, in Wayne.
Yeah, Big Apple was cool. I've never seen that much Golden Age in my life.
Really?
It was all over. It was really cool. Like, I've never seen that. So we had a second appearance of Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
It was a beater. But he wanted 260. I would go for 200. Top staple looked like it was replaced. So I was like, I could never get it graded. But just to have the second appearance of Iron Man.
So at the show, it was terrible. Like, we went and there was like little to no vintage at the toy show. It was over 140, 150 vendors.
Yeah.
Everybody had the same stuff.
Yeah.
And then the only stuff that was vintage was the Star Wars stuff, and it was priced through the roof. It's like you can't even look at it anymore.
Yeah, Star Wars. That's why Star Wars I've been putting on eBay in lots.
Yeah.
Because I just put it out in bulk and start the bidding at $1 and let that.
It'll sell.
Yeah,
It'll
just
go,
let
it'll reach the right price.
Yeah. And there's nothing there either. It's like Star Wars. Some Star Wars ones are just devoid of anything. So it's just like it's just the story.
True.
Did manage to come out of there though with a Green Hornet lunchbox.
Oh, nice.
So that was cool.
Vintage?
Vintage, yeah, one from the 60s. Never had one. Had the thermos and everything. It's pretty beat, but it was nice. And the guy worked with me on the price, so it was cool.
There was one guy at that show. I remember the last month he had a lot of like variant covers, but all new. Everything was new. Do you know it had good stuff, but it had probably been picked through already? Was the guy right next to the concession stand?
Who's that?
You were at the Wayne Toy Show, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you go in, you make a right all the way against the back wall. There was that guy. He just picked up a collection. And
Really?
He was selling off stuff pretty cheap.
Oh, shit.
I grabbed a bunch of first appearances from him in the February show.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I think it was just a cleanup.
And then we had
It's a way to catch it. You know?
Then we had two-
To move stuff now.
Yep.
we had two weird guys with our negotiations. They were they were tough.
You go to a show, you set up, you do everything, but you're really not there to sell stuff. You're really
I
not
love
there
those
to move it
guys.
out. You
I
know?
love those guys.
You're there to hang on to the
Yep.
bitter end of your stuff. All right, I'm not going to fight with you. Just throwing you some cash.
Yeah.
This one guy, he had like a little plastic bag of plastic cowboys and army men, like stuff that you find at the dollar store.
Yeah.
A little plastic boat and a little plastic creature from the Black Lagoon in there. And I was like, what's that? Like, I never seen that before. He's like, oh, that's it's a one of a kind. I'm like, I should have asked him how much it was just to get a laugh out of it, but he had it behind his glass case. I was like, this is like $1, $2 at most. Like, what could you possibly be asking for this?
Yeah, it was like a home.
I love those guys. Those guys like that, you see it's like Flea in like English Town. They've just been set up there for 20 years. They got the same stuff. It's just too. They
love
won't
dragging it
budge.
back and
They
forth.
don't want to sell it.
I mean, mean, you know, like you said, it's the guy, he maybe did a clean out, he laid out a lot of cash. He's got a number in his head where he's good.
Yeah,
He's
right.
got a profit. And he needs the cash back to go out and buy more stuff.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That makes sense to me. But
At some point, though, you're like, that money has been spent. Now it's just time to get something for it all.
Right.
Like, you know, give me a price for the table. I'm ready to get something new.
Right. You know, how long do you, like you say, keep dragging the same stuff around?
That's why, I got all this stuff. But I have the one guy, he comes every once in a while. He's like, how much for like a whole box? Just take it. Like, here, $50. Just take the whole box. I'll go get some. I give you a chance to bring in another box. Like, I can start pricing some more stuff.
How much stuff, you know, because I'm not the best buyer, how much stuff I put out and I just get, you know, it was fun. Like, I had some of my old stuff. I might have taken out things better, but I want to just get rid of it. I get collectible one on eBay, and I'm going to go out and buy some stuff, you know. But, and then these guys are nasty. It's like the worst sellers are nasty.
They really are.
So, like,
I remember years ago, I was here actually, and some guy had a little pile of like Thors. They weren't even key Thors, they were just like borderline silver bronze age Thor books.
Right.
I made him an offer of $20 for 5 of them, which is like $5 a book.
right.
He was so insulted, he took his Thor books and smashed them on the table, and he said, how dare you, like, but he literally destroyed the books right in front of me.
God.
And he was so didn't like my offer.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And I see him all the time.
The other thing is, especially like here, like how many other people came up with an offer? How many other, you know, what are you turning away?
Yeah.
I mean, tell me you turned away $100.
The guy was just here. He said, lady over there in that white truck, he offered her $400 for 2 long boxes. And she said no. And he saw those 2 long boxes over at Joey's the week after. And Joey paid $200 for them.
Right.
He's like, she could add 400.
But the woman we're thinking of, she's a tough negotiator. She starts high, and you got to really work her down, which we did on some.
Here?
I think yes, here. That Spanish woman, she was pretty cool.
That might be her.
She started high. I want $20 a book. I'm like, yeah, I would buy a lot of books from her, but I can't go 20.
Right.
We ended up coming somewhere close to $5 or $6 a book.
Yeah.
And there was nothing even great in there. It's just like, I wanted to go through the stuff. Actually, the stuff was good quality. That was really nice condition. But she was like beating us up. I'm like, holy cow, this lady is tough. But she did work eventually. You know. Once she smelled that we were going to go in our pockets for cash, but some of the guys are just really mad. I guess they've been out here too long.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even tell you, everything's half off, and then obviously with you guys I'll go even further.
Cool.
But yeah, everything's half price. I didn't even get my son back. I really during the winter wanted to start doing some indoor stuff, but everybody had the same idea. There were no tables to have.
Right. But to Chris's point in his last video, there you go.
Let me get that.
Like at the toy show we went to,
Yeah, maybe.
a lot of guys had the same stuff. So there's a million tables.
There you go. Yeah, I know.
That's a little frustrating.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, there we go.
See what I started doing? I was buying all my beater books, like everything that was like $1 book. I was taking them apart and just making bullets out of each. So it's like 2 for $1. That book wouldn't even sold for $1. I figured like turn it into 100 books. I just made $50 on that one comic.
That's a great idea. I never thought of that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Scarlet. You got to like the way you got the pictures.
Vintage stuff too. Like some of it's vintage, but
With Yoda. What's been going on in the off season?
I've been buying too much. I just bought fist, marble gear, 15.
Nice.
Guy had a good deal. It's a mid-grade, but he wanted only like 220 points. You know what I've been buying is Marzipan's cards.
Really?
I've been trying to put a set together. So I actually have the checklist, and I've been like eyeing some number ones, but then in the meantime I've just been like filling in the middle with.
Yeah.
My dad got me into those when I
We
was
like
a
the
kid.
movie. Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, but so like that's like the 62 Bubbles Incorporated set.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's it's nostalgia for me.
The original stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Love to see the artwork.
It's great. It's really good. It's gonna warm up, right?
Supposed to. Just wish the wind would calm down.
Isn't that what it's always like with Meadowlands?
Kill it.
Oh no.
No, seriously. I have so many, and I have like those things literally cost me 4 cents. Like, it's like 2.5 cents a button. Like these.
Terminal weather.
Why he comes? He just sits in the car. You already meet my son or no?
Once.
Once?
One time. I know him as the Pokemon kid.
Yeah, on the videos, right. Oh, I did start a new enterprise.
Uh-oh.
I started an auction site.
Yeah, how's the auction site going?
Not good.
Not good.
Can't get anybody to sign up.
Really?
I have 7 users, and I have a lot of really big sales coming up, like sports card stuff, like huge. Like this guy literally gave me 50 cards of sealed stuff, and it's good stuff. So vintage, like vintage non-sports. Like there's 3 sealed wax boxes I'm giving. Like, there's some really good stuff in there, and I don't want it to just go for cheap.
Right.
I can't get anybody to sign up. I'm trying. I hit all like Facebook groups and Reddit, and it hasn't even produced a single user.
Let me check it out. That might be.
What's the info on that?
NewHighAuctions.com.
NewHighAuctions.com.
Check it out.
We will. Good?
I got a guy.
Get this so far.
I got a guy coming back from Florida. He's got 200 long boxes and 100 Bowen statues that I'm gonna auction off for him. So lots of comics too. So definitely keep your eyes open for that.
Definitely.
If anything,
I'm thinking about even putting up, some listings. Like what could we sell?
yeah, I'm trying to like.
To get a listing and do some buying.
Please sign up and be a
Sell.
seller.
That's interesting.
Yeah, let me know because I can. Right now that feature's turned off because I was doing those 2 sales on my own. If you guys want to, absolutely.
Are you good, Dad?
Yeah.
Count 'em up.
Back when it warms up. Is it HIGH?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, there we go.
I had these. I think they got some.
Almost there. Another couple of weeks, I'm sure it's going to warm up.
bare.
It's been bare. Even Joey is.
Nothing really new.
He had a nice sports car collection. That I have to go through. He has some good stuff over there actually. See, look right on the top. It was the second year into Brady.
I saw that.
He
The
won a
one that
for it.
you got the video on.
Yeah,
That was
so I
awesome.
got that and that really nice, what is it, a 74 Thurman Munson. That was a good
That's
card
nice.
too. It's pretty nice. But yeah, it was worth picking through. I just didn't have the time. When you, I swear, you guys are great because you're on the same page. But when you bring somebody who's not on the same page as you, and they're just like waiting, or like on like
Just
this,
rushing
aisle,
through.
just like this, like drinking their coffee. Like I mean, you just want to.
You really
Kinda-
like. I would just
gotta
spend the
dig.
time. If the weather was nice, we had time. I would just spend the time and
Yeah,
go through. But yeah, you're right. When you're rushing, and that's when you're seeing good stuff. You're like,
That's why I want his company, but I don't want his impatience. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be like, "Come on, Dad, I want to go."
right.
Some good stuff
Does he
here.
come and look for anything? And on his own?
He's starting to. So the last two, I took him to King Con, and I took him to Big Apple.
That was a great show.
It
King
was a
Kong.
great
They
show.
did a good
And
job.
He started buying some boxes, or buying some books. So
Cool.
I bought a slab Mario Brothers, 9.2.
Really?
When I was a little kid, and we came across comic boxes, I was like, oh God, here we go. In it for 10, 15 minutes.
I know, seriously.
But
So you feel me?
Right, exactly.
Come on, guys.
come around to it. Come around to it.
Two more long lines.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's go. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good. How are you? Interesting. pot.
Just spilled it.
Alright. These are cool. These are all 3. I'll go 3 sold. All right, guys, so we're back at the house after a really good day at the flea market. Unfortunately, I didn't get to capture all of it on camera because we were there for a long time. We did do our once around, and then we went back in the car, sat down, let it get a little warmer, and then we did another round again. So let me just show you some of the stuff I bought. This is a lot of the sports-related stuff that I got. Got all this stuff off camera. But I found some VHS tapes that were just cool. I mean, the guy was selling them $1 a piece. I'm a big football guy. I do consider myself to be a football historian, so even though I'm probably, you know, I might watch these one day. Even though I'm sure you can watch these on YouTube, you could probably watch like the same exact video just on YouTube. I just like the idea of collecting it just strictly from a sports collectible standpoint. So we got Monday Night Madness, very best of Monday Night Football, winning plays and wacky wonders. We got NFL Crunch Course, kind of biggest hits, and Pro Football Funnies, kind of like a bloopers reel. So that was just cool to find. I'll leave these back here for now because I got more sports stuff. So we went to Dolph, bought some comic books. We walked around the rest of the flea market, didn't find much, so we went back to him, and I picked up 2 sports cards, vintage sports cards, of 2 of my favorite players, especially this guy, John Riggins. Maybe my second favorite running back of all time, maybe third. I'm a big fan of Earl Campbell, and I really like Walter Payton. And then there's John Riggins, and he's somewhere. I think Earl Campbell's my favorite, but John Riggins probably my second favorite behind, and then Walter Payton third. But this is his rookie card. You see his 1971 stats printed. Same with Steve Largent. Steve Largent, one of my favorite receivers. This is also his rookie card, but they have his rookie stats printed. That's because back in the day, that's what they did. They didn't print like new rookie cards right after guys got drafted. They had their first season. It's a little bit different how they do it now. But 2 rookie cards. Dolph had this one marked at 15, and he had this one marked at 40, but he gave me both of them for $40. So super cool. Really cool. I didn't buy these from Dolph. These came from a different seller. They were $1 a piece. So $44 on the sports collectibles at the flea market. But that is not all, because my friend Tom and I, we went to a sports expo in Edison, New Jersey. It's a really big show that they do every year. And for $150, I went ahead and got a Justin Fields autographed helmet. I mean, we bought the helmet, so it was actually $190 because I bought the helmet for $40 from a vendor that was there, and then I had Fields sign it. He has a really nice signature. My friend and I were both saying how it was so cool how he signed it in orange and how he has such a really nice signature. So the fun story behind this signature that, you know, will live in infamy is that he's the Bears quarterback. Now I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Giants fan, but I'm a fan of football. Like I said, I'm a football historian, guys. I just love football, and I really love the quarterback position. So Justin Fields is the new quarterback for the Bears after going into his second year. And I went up to him in a Brett Favre Packers jersey, which is the arch rival of the Bears. One of the oldest, most bitter rivalries in football is Bears-Packers. And I went up to him in a Brett Favre Packer jersey and asked him to sign the helmet. And he was giving like smiles and stuff to people, but he was just kind of saying, and you know, some people he didn't say anything to. I think the people in front of us, my friend pointed out that they like wanted him to talk on video and something, so I think he was a little pissed off. So my friend got his signature, and then I got mine. I just said, hey, you know, thanks, Justin. Have a great season or something like that. And I was walking past him, and he grabbed he tugged on my jersey, I was walking right past him, and he like reached out, tugged on my jersey, and he started smiling. He was like, man, you got to get yourself a new jersey. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get one of yours. So it was super cool. He touched me. He grabbed my jersey. It was awesome. And I put a smile on his face, and he put a big smile on mine. That's what it's all about there, the memory behind the signature. So the reason why I got the Justin Fields signature is just I got it for 2 reasons. One is because I think he's fun to watch. We don't get a lot of Bear games here in New Jersey, But I did think he was fun to watch. I liked watching his highlight reel, but I bought him more as an investment piece because I do think he has potential to be a really good quarterback in this league. I don't think the Bears have a great team, which worries me. You know, the Bears got to figure out their situation, but I think Fields is a good quarterback. And if he doesn't have a good career with the Bears, maybe he can go somewhere else and have a good career. But I was super stoked at that. And obviously, I mean, the story for me is more valuable than the item. So now let's get into some of the comics. Got a lot of comics, guys. Not all the comics that were purchased in the video are going to be, well, how am I trying to say that? We purchased more comics on eBay that I'm going to go over also. So there's more to come. Let me get these bags off. So these comics were purchased off camera. Nothing too special. Guy who normally doesn't bring comic books had a bunch of like these Archies and stuff like that. And my dad got there second behind some lady. And she had already picked through them, and he said that she picked out one that he really, really wanted. I forgot what he said it was, but I think it was a Josie and the Pussycats, like one of the older ones. So we got those. They were $1 a piece, $3. And then we got these. Let's see what we got here. So this batch here came from Dolph over at Junkyard Breaks. By the way, I am going to link his channel down in the description below. I really suggest you guys check this guy out because he is he sells at the Meadowlands Flea Market every Saturday in New Jersey. He does have his own YouTube page, so I'm going to link his YouTube page down in the description below. But above all, he's just really a great guy. So you know, he's got all three things going for you. And he gave us a pretty nice deal on these. So a Hong Kong Flea, Hanna-Barbera Yogi Bear, and he told my dad that he had bought these and that he was really going to like them. My dad did. I mean, and you know, me too. I love these Hanna-Barbera comic books. And then this was the coolest one that we bought today on that day. A Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 8, an original Hanna-Barbera one from Charlton Comics. Super cool. And, got another Hong Kong Flea here. I don't know, this looks like it's a little further away than usual. We also got a Superboy 162. We got a Superboy 163. As well as an Incredible Hulk 150. So the sticker price on these was 20, 28... 31, 39, 41, 43, $46. He did have all his comic books half off the sticker price, and then he gave us the entire batch for $20. So $20 for all these. Super cool. For me, the highlight is the Scooby-Doo that came out. It's in really nice condition, actually, and I love the Scooby-Doo artwork. So that was super cool. $20 for that lot. Thank you, Dolph, and hopefully we get some better weather at the flea market and have more people coming out. So this is a batch that we purchased from a regular seller who usually does bring comic books. Some of these were $1 and some of these were $2. I'm not sure what the $2 ones were, but we got this Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 102. I got this. It's in really rough condition. The only reason I got it is because I really like the artwork on it. This is something that we bought it for. I know this one was $1, so we could throw this in a lot of like kind of beater vintage Marvel comics. Throw it on a lot for eBay and let people bid it up. I bet it would sell for more than $1 in a batch, and at the very least, I think it would add to the batch a little bit. I like it. It's cool for $1. You know what? It's cool. I pulled this out just because of the Moon Knight appearance there. Iron Man 161. And then this one I bought for $5. This was in the $5 bucket, which they don't normally bring a $5 bucket. I'm glad they did because I found that. Black Panther number 5. Really cool looking cover. It is Jack Kirby art. And I'm a big gorilla guy, so that's a super cool villain cover there. It looks like, oh, it's a Yeti. So super, super cool. I really like that for $5. And I think in total... I forgot how much, if it was $8 or $9. It was either $8 or $9. I think it was $9 that we spent on these 4 comics. So I like that buy. All right, now just give me a sec, and we are going to get into the large stack of eBay comics that we bought. 1 second. Oh, And before I forget, I did get one other thing at Dolph's Den. I didn't really buy it. It was more of a gift. He gave it to me for free. So he had explained how he made these little pinback buttons out of like old scrap comics and stuff like that. Stuff that was just beyond repair or really just beater books, which I thought was pretty cool. So the first one I saw was this vintage Hulk artwork there, and then I found like a more like Savage Hulk kind of thing, and Lion-O, really nice picture there, and a Wile E. Coyote. And he was selling these two for $1, and he gave me both of them for free, which just kind of shows what kind of guy Dolph is. You know, he's a giver of really cool gifts, so I really appreciate that. I mean, these are the kind of things that I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to give them away. These are something that's going to kind of live in my collection forever. So it's a good memory to know where they came from and who made them. So that's super cool. Thank you, Dolph. All right, let's get into the batch of eBay comics. Total value of the stack, my dad paid about $4 a piece. $4 a piece for everything in total with shipping included. We got a pretty big stack to go through, so I'm going to go a little quick. But we got the Thing and Invisible Girl, 32, another 2-in-1 here, Thing and Thing Alone against the Mystery Menace. Defenders 57. I don't know if that Amazing Man, I think that is. And my dad did tell, I didn't go through this lot, so I don't know what's in here, but my dad told me it was a good variety of comics, so I'm excited to see what's in here. You never know. Got a Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, 13, looks like it's in really nice shape. I love these Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea books. Number 12 and number 8. And these were nice because all these books did come bagged and boarded, which is half the battle right there. You know, there's a couple dollars in bags and boards in here at the very least. And on top of that, there's some pretty cool comics. Metal Man number 10. Metal Man number 12. Not too sure who Metal Man is, but it is a DC book. Got some Bronze Age Daredevil, 86. Spider-Man, 104. Another Metal Man. Some more Metal Man. That's number 6. This one here is number 8. 15-cent Daredevil. Number 67. DC Horror, The House of Secrets. Another Metal Man, number 18. Move this stack out of the way. Challengers of the Unknown. Oh, got a little Nazi symbol there. Co-starring special guest villains, the Incredible Iron Dictator. Interesting. Kind of looks like Red Skull, but like made out of metal, like a chrome metal. Interesting. Metal Man number 7. Metal Man number 38. Somebody give me some info on this Metal Man, because we got a lot of these books and I don't know too much about it. I know there's somebody out there that knows. Give me all the history on this and I'll be more than willing to learn about it. Metal Man 29. Got 32. We got 11. And we got, oh wow, this is a really cool cover. I never seen this cover before. Daredevil 82 Scorpion cover. That's pretty sick. Scorpion's one of my favorite villains. Needless to say, needs to make some kind of appearance in cinema. Amazing Spider-Man 113. This is a pretty cool cover here. The New Hunted Metal Man number 36. We got number 40. Oh yeah, man. Woo! That's what I like to say. King size special Thor #2, early Destroyer appearance. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but isn't it the first appearance of one of these characters, or all these characters? Thor's, like, I forget what their name is. They were in the first, they were in the Thor movies. We got a 12-cent Daredevil, #46. It's a little pretty rough, but it's there. Metal Man 34. Got more coming. I really like that Thor book. That's what I like to see. Metal Man #20. Yeah, I got to do a count because these are all out of order, so I got to do a count on these Metal Mans. We have to have close to a complete run. Got #3, #30. Oh, there you go. Here lie the Metal Man Rip, #37. Daredevil 149. Metal Man #5. Adding to that run. Fantastic Four 124. Really rough. I'm trying to see what this says. Spider-Man 68. I'm trying to read what these signs say. Crisis on Campus. Wow, that book's actually in really rough condition. I can't make out any of these signs. I'm curious if this was like an era book that had like more of a political message than just the comic. I can't make out what any of these really say. Curious. I have to open that one up and see what it's all about. Although I'm afraid to open it because it looks like it's about to fall apart. Metal Man 17. Amazing Spider-Man 91. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Detectives 318. Catman Strikes Back. Catman, for those that don't know, I'm sure a lot of adults, older adults don't know this, but there was a TV show called The Fairly Odd Parents. It was a kid's cartoon that was big when I was probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there was a quote-unquote superhero named Catman, and he was just like the biggest goofball. He was supposed to be like an Adam West Batman. And I love seeing like Catman books. It brings back good memories. Detective 350. Oh, we got a little bit of a DC run here. Detective Comics 355. The Hooded Hangman. I like that. Wow. Detective Comics Batman and Robin 391. 392. Batman and Batgirl. 396. 398, and one more, 397. So there you go, guys. About roughly $4 a book. What'd you think of that batch? Quite honestly, for me, I really like just the vintage of everything. Looked like everything was mostly 15-cent and under, and then we had some 20-cent and some 12-cent in there also. But a lot of Silver Age. A little bit of bronze, so I like the Spider-Man books. I like the Thor books. The Marvel books, unfortunately, being probably the most valuable books in the lot, are the ones that are in the roughest condition. So it takes the value down a great deal. But tell me about this Metal Man. I mean, we got near a complete run. I don't think I saw a #1 or 2 in there, but I saw a 3, 4, and 5, I think. And the Batman Detective Comics at the end here, they were pretty cool also. Especially we had some earlier ones. So super cool lot. Guys, thank you for all the support that I've been getting on the channel. Thank you for all the support I've been getting on Instagram. If you're on Instagram or if you're not on Instagram, go ahead and make one. And follow my page. I'm going to link it down in the description below so that you can just click the link and it'll take you right to my Instagram page. Thank you, Dolph, for coming back. The return of Dolph, man. The comic book vendor is back. So super cool. Can't wait to see if he hopefully brings some new stuff. And hopefully bring some good stuff. Hint, hint, please. I need it. And yeah, that'll wrap up this video. Glad that we got the eBay batch in there also because it was kind of a light day. Thank God Dolph came back today. Otherwise, we would have gotten almost nothing. I would have been showing you guys some VHS tapes that I got today. But that's about it. Thank you guys. Please, if you liked the video, leave a like. Please leave your comments down below. I love reading them. And I will catch you guys in the next video. See you next time.